So Ciaran, we love books on this show. I am what I am because of books. I think if I didn't read books, I would be a poorer Trevor. Do you love reading, and what books?
I do love reading.
What books are you going to recommend to our book-loving audience?
I'll recommend 3 books, one of which you probably won't get. It was one of the books that I read about 5-6 years ago. It was written by a friend of my father-in-law, and it's called "There's Gold in Them There Tills." And this guy came from
There's gold
in them there tills. Gives you a clue.
Yes.
This guy came from the west of Ireland with nothing to the UK, and he built this business and cash registers, all of that. But it wasn't so much he did that. It was about the way he conducted his life and how you can be a really nice guy and you can have integrity, honesty, and you can still succeed in business. But one of the things that really resonated with me when I read it was, and we had discussed it, he and I, and he said, it's okay to fail. Failure isn't the problem. It's how you recover from failure. That's what the measure of the person is. And that stuck with me. And I think that's
a good lesson. Yeah.
So and there was a personal interest in it as well. So I enjoyed that book. The other one I enjoyed, and I'm talking from a business perspective, really is, and my Irish friends will kill me for this, I know, but Clive Woodward's book in How to Lead after the 2003 World Cup, and because he equates.
Sorry, the book is?
I think it's How to Win.
How to Win, yeah.
And he equates the whole sports management with business, and he's right. And we talked earlier about the rugby and 15 men on a field with one objective, but very different roles. And he talks about 3 things in there, and I won't remember them all. But one is about being an outward leader. It can't be just about looking inwards. You've got to look out. You've got to look out. People have to have very clear responsibilities and understand their roles, and they have to take responsibility for that. And it's recognizing that you have multiple talents on a team, but you've all got to pull in the same direction. So I think those 3 things, I think, taught me a lot. And then the final one was a book locally was recommended to me, and it's 3 ways to recognize the worst job in the world. And it's one is about anonymity.
Who's written that book?
Patrick Lecciani. One is about anonymity. So if you're anonymous in what you're doing, you're not going to feel enthused about your job. If your job isn't relevant and you don't understand why you're doing it, what you're doing, and how it fits in, you won't be enthused. And if it's not measurable, you won't be enthused. So you've got to get those 3 things right for a job to be relevant and interesting, and have a person enthused and engaged. But so they're those 3 books. But there's many other books I've read over my life. I love history, I love fiction. It really depends on the mood. I'm reading a book at the moment called Don't Talk.
Don't Talk.
And it's about, it's actually called Say Nothing.
Say Nothing.
It's about the history of the Troubles in Northern Ireland. And what's fascinating about it is it's written from both sides. So it's not, one side saying this is the problem, or the other side. It's about trying to bring the 2 together and giving a dispassionate view.
Must be a beautiful book.
It's a fascinating read. Absolutely fascinating.
We need that.
We
need that. Ciaran, what a great conversation. I have learned so much from what you've had to share.